welcome back. I'm doing another sketch with me today. I've decided that in reference to my big chunky BU book, the massive sketchbook featured in the last one, I'm only going to show you guys the right-sided pages, i.e. the pages I cut out. One, because it's easier to film, and two, because that means eventually when I do fill out the BU book entirely, there are still surprises for you in the sketchbook tour. With that being said, let's just get into this. I've also decided that these right pages are going to be less story-based because I don't want to spoil the story entirely, but they're just going to go more of vibes and what I feel like I should draw in the book. Of course, I'm still trying to use up all these random scraps of paper, so let's start with this one. This is BU's dining room table in her home, and I have done a lot of iteration of this in the sketchbook. I have drawn her dining room table a lot, which sounds super boring, and it low-key is. Low-key is really boring, but, you know, deal with it, I guess. I think I'll put that there. Maybe I can do like a ping pong kind of thing on this one. I'm grateful to the folks who do watch my videos. No crazy traction, which I expected because, I don't know, shitty quality. But I am grateful to those who do enjoy my videos. I'm hopefully going to have a video with a friend coming up soon. That's a maybe, though. Depends on if I lose motivation for that project or not. Well, not the project itself, but making a video of it. But that will be exciting, because then you will hear someone's voice that isn't my own annoying one. Ever listened to your voice in recording? God, I fucking hate my voice in recording. I sound so, like, fucking annoying and young and shit. Like, being young isn't necessarily a bad thing, but goddamn, I can't take myself seriously when I sound like a goddamn chipmunk. Also doesn't match my, like, Sona at all. I have drawn little, like, Sona pop-ups to do, like, emotes and stuff. I just haven't used them yet. One, because that makes my editing process longer, and I'm lazy, and I don't want to edit. That's not why I do this. But two, because I'm not sure how I would manage it and like do it and stuff, but we'll figure it out eventually. Okay, we've gone off the ping pong idea. There's no ping pong happening here. If you're wondering what these sketch pages are, they are like story bits drawn horribly. Let's be so for real. But they were just to get me a basic idea of if I were to panel this, which I'm not. This is not a project that's like being made into a comic or anything. Again, it's just not the format I feel like it would fit. But if I were to panel it, like kind of what would the main beats be, and that kind of helps you figure out what the actual project itself will need to look like, even in a different format. Like, I now know that there's going to be visuals of this table multiple times, so I had to design the table, which was fucking boring. I'm not great at background and prop design. I've been working on it because I actively know I'm not that great at it. So obviously I want to improve. And I can have fun with them, but sometimes they just bog me down severely. I think I might put that there. Cuts that off though. Don't want to do that. Here, maybe just layer it up. I think that works. We'll leave that for now. I think this is good enough for our base of the page. So we take a handy dandy glue stick, little Elmer's glue stick, because what else are you supposed to use? And we'll do this. Funny part about using these colorful like construction pages is that they actually, unlike just like normal paper, they do turn the Elmer's glue like fucking yellow when it dries, which is so ugly. But you know what? I've embraced ugliness for this entire sketchbook, so why not embrace it now? Nothing is pretty, everything is fun. I've always kind of struggled with like sketchbooks and finishing them. I feel like a lot of artists have. That's a pretty common experience. But what's really helped me is having two separate sketchbooks, one for a dedicated project like this, and one that I just draw in whenever. My separate sketchbooks are the type that I've shown in my first 2 sketchbook tours. These spiral notebooky ones that I don't really love in terms of the actual sketchbook itself, but they're cheap and they have good paper. Maybe I'll glue it on this side because that has text on it. Yeah, I like text. It makes my sketchbooks look more busy. And the busier my sketchbooks look, the happier I am. Stop. That was simultaneous and that was planned and premeditated and all that shit. Fucking working against me, my glue sticks are. I recently did a little bit of reorganizing in my crafting room, and ooh, I'm very happy. I got a new like drawer that I put all my junk in, and it's one massive drawer. So now instead of a bunch of little drawers, it's a big drawer, and I already filled it up majorly. Super eye-opening to how much fucking shit I hoard, but I don't care because I like it. And if you think I have a problem, comment and like down below why I have a problem, because I do. I'm aware, but my therapist says I'm okay, and she's the professional, so boom, beat that. Don't tell my therapist that. She'll tell me I'm not okay. No, she would never say that to me. Okay, well, since this is sort of a BU dining room scene, let's draw foods I think BU would like. Yeah. Also her face. I kind of want to draw her face somewhere, but we'll start with food, because I've been drawing her face a lot recently. BU is really an enjoyer of, like, flavor and diversity, so I feel like she'd like a charcuterie board, or, like, maybe even, like, what are those things called? I don't know, tacos, and like build your own stuff so she can have a variety. My family has this like little sectional bowl that we use on like party nights. So I think I would give her one of those. I think these would be foods she consumes in Bender, because her relationship with food in Idle is not all that great. So can probably give these all Bender flair to them, this like dish and such. I think these are the walls. That one's a bit too big, but that's all right. We can just go with the mistakes. We'll go with loopies here. Draw a little eye on that one. Oh yeah. Oh, he's glamorous. And then on this one, to go against the loopies, we do spikies. Oh yeah. On this one, I draw a tooth. Oh yeah. Look at that enamel. So shiny and perfect. I think to harden these out, we'll draw these, we'll color them in with this color as well. Then if we're done with, we did loopies, we did spikies, let's do squares. Just a bit of diversity. We'll do a big old square. It's not even a square, but what could we put on a square? Because I put a tooth here and an eye here. I want to put something else on a square. Mouth. It's like a bunch of teeth, but still unique, I guess. And then we'll put another cube on the wall here. Probably could have made that a little more distinct, but spirals? I don't really know how to, like that maybe it's like wire. Yeah, I like that idea. After spirals, always call them hearts. No, I don't shoot the messenger. I just deliver the truth. After spirals, always comes hearts. So draw some anatomical correct hearts sometime, but I don't know if that fits Bia's vibe. It might. Her vibe is kind of anything, so I think he'd be satisfied with any sort of vibe I gave him. Maybe, what's this last one gonna be? It's complicated. Can't think of any more shapes. Fingers. Oh yeah. Sausages. But they have badass nails, because that's the only way you'll know they're hands and not sausages. Oh yeah. Now, what do we think she has in each of these compartments? Am I giving BU a trait of mine where she doesn't like her food touching? I think I might. I think I'm going to write that down later. I'm going to be like, no, actually, we'll write it down now. Why procrastinate? BU, that's not how you spell her name, does not like her food touching. Unless it's for art. Yeah, this is sticking to my hands. Didn't dry fully, but that's, you know what? It's a flaw that we embrace and accept. So that's it so far. Now we switch colors, I think. Put that back up there and take the next lowest one. Oh, it's another black. How lovely. Well, I guess I can just clean this part up. This one's one of my dyeing pens, but I'm trying to force life out of it. But it's trying to kill itself, I think. Here, we'll just do some decorative borders. And maybe at the bottom we can write food in fancy text. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's try and sharpen up some of these sketches. Some hints of black. I'm gonna have to throw out this pencil, but I'm trying to hold on for dear life with it, because I don't like giving up on the things until they're fully used and have no more life and purpose, and then I just put them in the trash bin and they get more purpose. Oh my god, it's another black. Who would have thought? Me, I did. I thought. Okay, let's draw a little BU. We haven't drawn a little BU, but actually no, I need to box out these places for her foods first. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and one down there. Not at all in order, but we'll go with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll go 1. Oh, no, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one's 6. There we go. Organization. I don't even know if there's a room for a BU face. I can draw like a little one down here. Oh, you're so tiny. Oh, that's lovely. She's never looked better. Never looked better, actually. Can we get a color that isn't black? I don't mean that in a way of racism. I feel like that's obvious, but still. Okay, this one's like almost the same color as our paper. That's not great. Let's give, I think she'd be a big fan of dips and sauces. So let's give her like this weird looking rib thing. Probably from some bender animal. Is it from a unicorn? Might be from a unicorn. Yeah, we'll say this is a rib from a unicorn. And then in the other compartment, she can have like dressings and sauces for it. Technically, Benderside people don't need to eat. They're supported and given energy by their atmospheric element, Cleonase, which is a element of my own creation for this world. Cleonase kind of works like how stem cells work for your body, except it's a stem cell of an element, meaning it can turn into any other element in essentially like a way of growing. Now you say, well, that sounds like a bullshit magical thing, and it is, but I went out of my way to explain it, so you get to know. about it. So Clayonnaise it starts in its liquid form within the bucket of a Nyx, which is the kind of creator of life in the Bender side and all that. And it travels through the Nyx's legs system, and the Nyx will basically turn it into anything it wants. And this is the creation of universes, planets, etc. And then once it's in the atmospheric air, it provides energy to these beasts called, well, I don't have a solid name for them. I bounce between names for them, but they look like this. They're just like really big turtles with like flowers around their heads. Anyway, but they can take in air Clayonnaise and put out energy Clayonnaise into the atmosphere. And that is what the people of Bender and Idle breathe in and then survive off of. Let's say this one is made out of like a nut flower and like a little flower, yeah. And it's got like a creamy inside or little leaves. Yeah, I like that. And that's basically how the people of Bender and Idle get their energy and maintain their bodies. So they technically do not need to eat. However, they still enjoy consuming food, and it does change their body, you know, with weight and distribution and such. If you want muscle, you're gonna have to eat some protein. Clayonnaise itself doesn't contain, like, it contains everything to make sure you're alive. It doesn't contain everything to make sure your body is functioning at peak. So while they don't always need to eat, a lot of people do indulge in eating. I think Biu is one of those people eventually. The thing with her is that on Idle's side, she had an odd relationship with food, for reasons that this story explains much more concisely and probably more appropriately than I do. But now she is a happy, curvy gal, and I love her dearly, and I hope she gets to eat all this delicious shit. What are you thinking here? I think like a peppered goop, kind of like if anyone's ever had tzatziki sauce, tzatziki. It's like that, like really cooling sauce, delicious. I love tzatziki. I'm Greek, so I'm saying it right. Fuck off. And that was, in fact, another black pen. You saw it right. We got 2 not black pens, and then we immediately got another one. And look, another one. God damn it! This is a very nice one, though. I do like this pen. What do we think in this one? A bread roll, maybe? Like a wee bread roll. Oh, wow. Oh! Oh my god, I did drop bread. Yeah. But inside the bread roll, there's rainbows. Yeah. Stretch mark bread roll. I love that. Love that a lot. I'm gonna do like one of these real quick. If you could live in a magical world where you didn't need to eat food, would you still eat food for enjoyment's sake? I think I'd have drinks. I'm not a big fan of food as a whole texture-wise. I have some pretty severe food aversions when it comes to a lot of stuff, and texture really fucks with me as a neurodivergent person. I know that's the wrong one. Don't sue me. It's my stupid sketchbook. I can do what I want. But texture fucks with me bad, and I don't know if I'd want to eat food if I didn't need it, but I do love drinks. I love a drink. I have a very cute little strawberry shortcake water bottle here with flavored water in it. Drink water. Water check. Drink your water. think this is like some leafy green, but at the end of the leafy green, it has a lollipop. No, wait, it has a sunflower. Ah, I see it. I see it clearly now. Okay. Do this for the sauce thing, make it look like actual sauce. I know that's the wrong thing. Shh. Don't need to worry about it. Bread. Do that for some distinction on the page. Yeah, I like that. Color that. Give the sunflower some sun. Yeah. I like it. Yeah. We have one more to fill. And I'm thinking another meat. Maybe like a clam kind of thing. Pointy clam with with eyeball and feather butt. Oh yeah. Open it up. Pointy clam, open. Open. And inside is a tongue. And that tongue is a delicacy that they put in their food barrels. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. I like this. I like this a lot. I think we'll color that in, and then I will take you to the junk drawer. I won't be selecting my junk with all of you, but I thought I'd at least show you where the junk comes from. All right, let's go. The drawer of junk. Every bit of junk I have ever owned is in here. It is very large. I'm gonna pick some stuff out with my eyes closed and come back to the desk, show you, and then I'll put them off camera and show you the final product. Okay, got it. See you later. Here is all the junk. We've got some fabric scraps, we've got some wrapping from plastic things, this like sock hook. This is from a package of tape. I don't know where that's from. 2 different candy wrappers. This like little necklace with charm from like one of those bunny things. Buttons, some Legos, old packaging, these stickers, some cut paper, this, a bottle cap, an old doll shoe, and 2 of my cutout drawings. Probably not going to use Asher. He's another character and he deserves to probably go in his own sketchbook, but yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put this in, show you the final composition, and we'll see what happens. Look, this is it. This is the art. So yeah, that's the final page. I'm gonna glue it into my sketchbook. But thank you for sketching me with me today. As always, I'm Ace. This is my art. See you next time.